Na ang akala ng iba na kapag work from home ka, social media manager ka, or virtual assistant ka, is you won't encounter any problems. So on this episode of my YouTube, I will be sharing with you guys the problems that I encounter as a social media manager for myself and for my clients. First, let's talk about problems I encounter for myself. Una-una ko talagang problem is that I have ADHD. Hindi ko alam kung ako lang ba talaga yung hindi makapag-focus sa mga gagawin ko. Reason why this monthly to-do list that I have on my Notion, sobrang napaka-helpful niya for me kasi dyan ko nakikita ano yung una kong gagawin, sunod kong gagawin, or list of my to-do list. Hindi lang siya basta listahan eh. It is a list na may number talaga para alam ko kung ano yung prioritize ko at alam ko kung ano yung ihuhuli ko. Or yung ASAP na dapat ko na talagang gawin. So, sobra akong hindi makapag-focus. I don't know kung kailan ko nakuha tong sakit na to. Pero since I started being a social media manager, sobrang lala talaga ng ADHD ko to the point that I need to do the thing that I want to do right off the bat para hindi ko siya makalimutan. And the second problem is that sobra akong moody. To the point na, ngayon, for example, ang dami kong nagawa. Bukas, para akong na-drain at sobrang tinatamad na ako. So, whenever madami akong ginagawa sa isang araw, kinabukasan, doon ayaw ko nang kumilos. Gusto ko na lang humiga, gusto ko na lang manood ng Netflix, gusto ko na lang maglaro ng ML. And yes, siguro yung treat ko na lang din talaga sa sarili ko is manood ng Netflix at maglaro ng MN. I don't know guys if you watch my Unfiltered Work in a Life wherein doon ko talaga ginagawa lahat ng mga bagay na ginagawa ko as a social media manager, even as someone na work from home or doing social media. So, doon yung makikita all of the things that I'm doing here sa bahay or outside ng camera na nakikita nyo dito sa YouTube. Pero, yes, sobrang moody talaga. Yun yung mga problem na hindi ko alam kung may solusyon ba or mag-stick na lang ako talaga doon and I will just find a way on how to solve that problem. And the third thing is that I feel stagnant. And yes, you're not the only one and I am too. Even though I am showing up in sa social media every day sa TikTok, sa Instagram, or dito sa YouTube, I still feel stagnant. Bakit? Kasi nga may mga araw ako na hindi talaga ako nagtatrabaho. Minsan nga umaabot pa siya ng 1 week, 2 weeks, ganon. Siyempre, since hindi ako nag-work, walang nadadagdag na learnings sa utak ko or wala akong masyadong natatapos or any achievement within a day. Kasi, you know, there are also a hobby sa akin na I need to achieve things every day. So, I feel relieved and satisfied on that day. Pero kapag hindi ko yun nagawa, I feel stagnant to the point na hala, baka mawalan na ako ng client. Hala, baka hindi ko na matulungan yung client ko. Hala, baka hindi ko na ma-help or wala na akong kwenta as a person. I don't know, but that's really my problem when I'm thinking that way. Ayoko nang ganun, pero wala akong magagawa if that's what I'm feeling, di ba? Pero this is the lucky thing for me is that hindi siya nagtatagal. Siguro mga isang araw or ilang oras ko lang mararamdaman yung ganun. And kapag naramdaman ko siya, I will definitely find a way to move even though I don't want to do things. Nung last episode ko dito sa YouTube, I bluntly say na I don't want to show up, but I still show up. Yun yung mga days na ganun. Na parang I feel stagnant and wala akong masyadong achievement. Pero kapag naramdaman ko siya, I will push myself to show up even though I don't feel like showing up. Sobrang tinatamad ako, pero gagawin ko pa din yung mga dapat kong gawin kasi I want to achieve one thing every day. That's also my promise when I started this journey as social media manager or whenever I want to achieve something na gusto ko talaga ma-achieve na goal within a year. Kasi whenever the year is started, I am always listing down all of the goals that I want to achieve every quarter. Quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and 4 goals. Nakalista yan for my personal growth, for my SMM creator or travel or whatever that I want to achieve every year. I want to influence you guys to do the same thing because that will push you to move forward whenever you feel something is stuck na or na-stuck na kayo dun sa sarili nyo na parang wala namang nangyayari, wala namang umuusad, that's also a reminder for you that I have a goal pala na kailangan ko ma-achieve, kaya I need to move forward even though I don't feel like it. This is also connected. The fourth thing is I feel pressured in life. I'm just 25 years old, but I feel like I want to retire 30 years old. Kaya parang I really want to retire as early as possible. Pero napipressure ako in life na, wala pa akong bahay, wala pa akong lupa, ganito ganyan, wala pa akong masyadong ipon, or wala pa akong ganito ganyan. Baka kaka-pressure ko, baka wala pang 30 is mawala na ako dito sa mundo. Charis lang, knock on wood. And yes, that's my biggest problem is that I pressure myself. Pressure to the point na when it comes to other things, especially on business and especially on those things na hindi pa dapat pinoproblema ng mga 20 years old, 25 years old. Na parang pinoproblema ko na is yung buhay ko pang 40 years old, 50 years old. So, ganun. That's my problem. So, let me know. If hindi lang ako, let me know in the comment section and I would love to talk to you guys. Maybe we can share something, diba? Story, chika-chika tayo dyan. The next problem is out of place sa friends. I have friends since high school. Actually, meron din akong mga friends ng elementary. Yes, meron pa din akong contact sa kanila. Close pa din sila, ganon. Pero there are times since parang ako lang yung nag-online or nagso-social media or work from home, ganito ganyan. Whenever na meron kaming gala. So, minsan na out of place ako kasi may mga sinasabi sila or may pinagkakwentuhan sila na hindi ko alam, hindi ko gets. May mga terms sa corpo kasi diba we have corpo terms like SL, which is sick leave pala yun. Yung mga ganon. So, minsan na out of place ako sa kanila kasi nga, hindi ko nagigets yung pinag-uusapan nila. Then, minsan, tawa lang sila ng tawa. Tapos ako, minsan na OP and nakatingala lang ako sa kanila. So, may mga times na ganon. Definitely not a problem, pero a little bit na na-encounter ko as social media manager na nagtatrabaho dito, work from home without really experiencing house life in a corporate. Next is introvert. I am so extrovert person. Sobra kong extrovert. Ang dami kong ngandaldal. Kahit nga dito, dami kong kwento eh. Nahihirapan na nga mag-edit yung nag-edit ng YouTube ko kasi ang dami kong kwento. Hindi niya alam kung ano yung ikakat. Since nung nag-start ako mag-work from home, may mga times na ayoko kumausap ng tao na parang nauubos na yung social battery ko. Minsan nga, pag pumupunta kami ng SM or mall, nakakakita ako ng kakilala, parang wala akong sa mood batiin sila. So ako, hindi ko sila pinapansin or instead na even though nakita ko sila, hindi ko sila tinatawag. Pero I am the type of person na kapag nakita kita, baka magsigawan pa tayo sa mall. Ganon. Pero since I started working from home as a social media manager, ubos na yung social battery ko. I don't know why. Maybe because always akong buhay sa social media na dito sa real life is nakakapagod. May mga times na dito lang ako sa kwarto. Minsan nga, mga ilang araw, hindi kami nakikita ng family ko or ng mother or father ko. Even though nandito lang kami sa isang bahay na napakaliit ng bahay namin. Minsan hindi nila ako nakikita, minsan hindi ko sila nakikita kasi may kanya-kanya kaming buhay. I mean, not kanya-kanyang buhay, but they are busy sa sari-sari store namin. Tapos si Papa nagluluto yun. Tapos minsan, most of the times, nandun yun sa kanyang mga barkada. Siyempre, ang ate, work from home din yun. Minsan, doon lang din yun sa bahay. And meron silang anak. Ako, dito lang ako sa kwarto. I'm doing my thing. Creating content, meeting with the client, or doing a one-on-one coaching session, creating content calendar and everything. Then kakain, pag ako kakain, actually minsan nga hindi na kami nagsasabay kumain which is so sad. But ito yung maganda kasi we are living in the province. So kapag ako gumigising na maaga, which ngayon 2026 nag-start na talaga akong gumising maaga like 7 a.m. So kapag gano'n, always kami sabay-sabay kumain. Pero before talaga nung nag-start pa lang yung journey ko, 1 year or 2 years ako social media manager. As in, hindi kami nagsasabay sa lunch, breakfast, at saka dinner. May kanya-kanya kami mga schedule. Even yung mga labahan namin dito. Maglaba ka ng damit mo, maglalabas na ng damit niya. Ganon yung nangyayari dito sa bahay. And that's really the reality of what's happening to me as a social media manager working from home. Nakakabagot kaya dito sa work from home. Tapos sasabihin nyo, ay, pa-type-type lang naman kayo dyan. Taktokan ko kayo dyan eh. Next is, hindi talaga mawawala ang problema natin na we are not able to bring result to our client. Hindi porket po madami ng experience, or let's say me, I am like almost 3 years doing social media management and offering social media manager to international clients. Ako, meron pa din akong client right now. As of the moment, I have 14 clients and I have one client that I am able to bring result. Ilang buwan na kami nag-work, November, December, January, February, March. 5 months na pero wala pa akong nakukuhang result sa kanya. Ang pinakamataas ko lang na nabigay sa kanyang views is like 2,000 views. Dead account kasi yon. So, parang 3 months silang hindi nag-post ng content. Tapos, nire-revive ko siya. And 5 months na wala pa din na nangyayari. May mga times na I am even questioning myself, or I am trying to stop the contract actually, or end our contract na baka sayang lang naman yung pera niya. Actually, ginagawa ko yun sa mga clients. Na kapag alam ko na wala talagang nagbibigay ng result sa kanila, like for example, 1 year na pero wala akong nabibigay ng result sa kanila, is I am the one who's ending the contract. I don't want to waste your money. Pero yun, actually, sinabi ko yun sa client ko, etong client na meron ako right now, sinabi ko yun sa kanya na hindi to yung result or in-expect nating result na ma-receive natin in working with me. And I am really sorry, but let me know if you don't want to work with me. Ditong 2026 ko yung sinabi. If you are planning to like end the contract, I'm totally fine. And I really understand it. I don't want to waste your money and energy to me. You can definitely hire someone who's great kesa sa akin na nandyan sa US so that she can help you build your business. Pero she still choose in working with me. Sorry ka, John. Kaya, I am really trying my best to upskill and upskill and upskill. Even though you guys, baka akala nyo na sobrang dami kong alam sa social media. Kulang na kulang pa din talaga ako. Like, social media is always evolving every day. That's why I need to always upskill every day. Kaya hindi ako makaalis dito sa social media because sobrang dami pa pong pwede nyo explore sa social media. To those people na, which is I salute them ha. I don't know to those people na kaya talaga nila mag-upskill into different industry without naaalisan nila tong social media. Sobrang lawak po ng social media. Anyway, proceed tayo sa last problem that I encountered as social media manager, thinking of always mapapalitan. Hindi naman yun mawawala eh. Na you're not able to bring results. So, talagang mapapalitan ka. I have this client na magto 2 years na kami this July, and even though super close na kami, I always have this thought na baka palitan niya ako, na baka, kasi she prefer working na nandun sa US. I mean, she prefer someone na nandun sa US. Eh, ako lang yung, sa team namin, ako lang yung nandito sa Philippines or wala dun sa kanya. So, there are some thoughts na, ay, baka humanap siya ng iba. Eh, ang dali-dali lang naman ng ginagawa ko. Pero, I don't know, bahala na si Lord. Yun na lang talaga sinasabi ko. I will just show up the way I want to show up. May plan sa akin si Lord na mas better if mawawala siya. Which is so sad, yes, but that's really the reality here. Hindi siya permanent, okay? Kaya nga sabi nila is, wag ka talagang magbe-build or yung emotions mo, you need to hold it with your client. Wag mong ibigay lahat. Girl! Anyways, those are my 8 problems that I encounter for myself. And now, let's proceed to clients. So, ito yung mga problema ko sa client na na-encounter ko as social media manager. First and foremost, when clients hindi nakiki-operate, papabayaan na lang nila yung social media manager na mag-manage ng social media, tapos sila, okay, living the best life without sending footages. Pero kasi dito kay social media, if you're offering it talaga with your client, is kailangan nyo ng teamwork. Kailangan nakiki-operate siya, nakikipag-brainstorm siya. Hindi naman porket social media manager ka, is ikaw na mag-handle ng business. Sana naging CEO ka na lang, diba? Pero yun, ang hirap ng ganong client. Kaya whenever I have that client, I am so open when it comes to communication. If there's something wrong that I am feeling na, okay, hindi na to tama, sinasabi ko siya kay client. During our discovery call, I am telling client that I am so open with the communication for us to avoid misunderstanding. So, when something is wrong or feel off on my end, sinasabi ko yun sa kanila without pause talaga. And the second problem that I encounter for clients, ayun na, sinabi ko na, if they don't send footage, most of the social media manager, common problem na nila to ha. Yung hindi nagsisend ng footage ang client nila. I don't know, there's a lot of people asking me na, Shara, anong ginagawa mo kapag hindi nagsisend yung client mo ng footage? Eh, ako na lang ang nag-video. Tapos ito turn over na lang nila yung business nila sa akin. Chinese. Pero yon, whenever the client, hindi sila nagsisend ng footage sa akin, is I am always repurposing. Even though it's not gonna work because wala tayong bagong content, pero mas maganda na mag-repurpose ka kaysa hindi ka mag-post. Kasi, when it comes to repurposing, that's more on trending content. Sa content funnel, we have 80% awareness. And the trending content is awareness content. Kaya, yun, pampataas ng views, pampataas ng awareness is we need to always repurpose kasi sobrang daming trending that we can relate it to whatever clients na meron tayong footage. Tapos, ayun, which is connected to the third problem that I am encountering with a client is pressuring you with the result. So, ayun na nga, hindi ka na nga nakaka-operate, hindi ka pa nagbibigay ng footage, tapos ipipressure mo pa sa result. I had a client like that before. Pero yun, inalisan ko na nga siya kasi nga ganun siya. And super toxic niya. Isa din sa na I know that I am not the only one who's experiencing it. Kapag kayo nagkaroon ng anxiety or nahihirapan na kayo sa client na yan, that is so definitely the sign to stop working with them. I want you to prioritize your health. Kasi kapag burnout kayo, pati sarili nyo, pati people who's beside sa inyo, maapektuhan. Hindi lang ikaw, hindi lang yung client mo, pati yung people na nandyan sa tabi mo, maapektuhan. Kaya let go of that client because hindi sila worth it. Ako, ang definition ko ng premium client is yung mga client na nakiki-operate, nagsasend ng footage, madali kausap, na hindi ang trato sa akin is employee or just someone who's helping with the business, is ang trato sa akin is like a family or a friend. Magkano man ang ipasahod niya sa akin, as long as pasok siya dun sa requirements ko ng premium na yon, yes, that's premium client for me. Kasi they respect me as a person, not just a social media manager. And that's what's most important for me. And ito, problema ko din to sa kanila. They are messaging me during weekend. Like, girl, wala ka bang boundary? Huwag mo kong idamay sa pagka-workaholic mo. I am not the owner of your business. I am the social media manager. Kaya kapag mga weekend, wag na wag mo akong idadamay sa pagka-burnout ng business mo, Charis. Ito yung pinakamahalaga sa inyo, tatandaan nyo din to, is build proper boundary. So yes, weekend is for yourself. So whenever the client is messaging you, huwag kang magre-reply. Ako, ganun din naman yung sinasabi ko sa kanila that feel free to message me during weekend but don't expect a reply with me. Pero may nangyari kasi sa akin ganito. May client ako na chat siya ng chat or message siya ng message during weekend. Tapos nung hindi ko siya nare-replyan, di ba kapag nag-notif, napipindot ko siya. So, ibig sabihin, na-sin-zone ko siya. Then, nagalit siya na, Shara, I know you're saying this, but why are not you replying, blah, 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 blah. Ang dami niya sinabi actually, hindi ko na masyadong tanda. Ayun, sobra ako na-burnout doon. Sobra ako nagkaroon ng anxiety doon. Kaya whenever I receive messages from that client, alam mo yun, nawawalan ako ng gana buong araw. I don't know what it's called, pero ganun yung naramdaman ko before. Pinaka-biggest problem ko talaga yun with a client is they don't respect me as a person. Kaya siguro yung pinaka non-negotiable ko for my future client is I want you to respect me as a person, not just a social media manager. So, if you are that person, why are you not hiring me? Curious. Those are the problems that I encounter here as social media manager. And if you guys have any question about social media, feel free to chat me on my Instagram, on my TikTok. I am so happy to connect with you and see you on my next video.